Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's get back into it. So, where we left off at was we now have to go seek out all the different tribe leaders to try to summon an enemy of Frictamen. Right? Speak to Constantin about the sanctuary. Siora side quest. Ooh, hello Siora. You have a new side quest.
Karans, I need to talk to you. I have to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mine shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Sure.
Of course. Let's go.
Let's go do that right now. Vasco, you got anything more?
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
How did you become an orc?
As you may, I was given. I think I was a root at my first.
We already
Do you
asked him
want
that.
anything?
I must leave.
Afra?
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Alright. Let's go do Siora's side quest now that that's available. And we have to go talk to Constantin as well. So let's do Siora's quest first, and then let's go talk to Constantin. It's on the way, even. How about that? Alright, Petrus, you got anything to say?
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I will see you later, Father.
Take care.
Alright, so you got nothing new. Kurt, you got anything new?
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
Alright,
I must leave you.
moving on, I suppose. So it's just Siora that has a quest to do. Everyone else is done. Good. That is very good. Alright, missionaries, you need to vacate the area pronto.
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come to us with such eagerness. Do you want to hear the word of Saint Matthias and come into the light?
Not really, Father. My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. What can we do for you?
What exactly do you hope to do in this village?
Well, bring light to these naive souls, of course. When we spread the word of Saint Matthias, I'm sure they will embrace our faith with fervor. Anything else, my child?
I'm sure. I never understand missionaries. I never understand how people can just preach their religion on the streets and then people actually believe it without question. I don't understand that. That goes beyond my logical brain.
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bladnid.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking us, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegad.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to traditionals. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own rituals.
She had an engraver come to Val Ristel. He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
By not
Bullshit.
respecting us, you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Because you think that
Oh
you
my
can
God.
administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bladnid, and you are...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will see that we are telling the truth.
I bet he was coerced into it. Where are we going? All the way over there? Okay. Let's just fast travel. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't believe a word of this. Can I just kill these missionaries? I just want to kill them. That's my solution to everything. See? These guys want to be killed. Now, didn't that solve everything? We were trying to get through, they wouldn't let us through, so we killed them, and now we can get through. Look how easily that was solvable. Let's do the same thing to those missionaries, yeah? Because clearly telling them to fuck off doesn't do anything.
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols.
So the contract is
Strange,
broken then?
Isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stone speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadek's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises always learn. Those who want to seal a promise tell them to write, and they take care of it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll bet you these mind shakers didn't know that. Damn right, Nike. Thinking they can own the island and just convert people to their faith willy-nilly. Let's go talk to this person.
Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Looks like there was a fight.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. Everything is broken and turned upside down. Empty. A sculpted, engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
Someone went through this workshop like a tornado.
This workshop was purposely devastated.
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Baraeg Nodas, Doncass's clan. Do you remember him?
Man.
Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vigigador and we'll find out.
So now Donkus is involved.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
That sounds fair enough.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well.
Is there anything else?
All right.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
So the trail continues. I'm guessing the Teleme missionaries were chasing after him to make sure that the agreement that isn't actually an agreement is held. The secret fake agreement that they don't want anyone to know about.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
All by himself?
Siora, Bertir Tumad Donegat. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Let's ask him about his role as Keeper of Promises.
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you are a kind of cleric? Thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. The Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
Yeah, that's not good.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away, and since you want protection, Why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people from all clans.
I have heard about them, but I didn't know where to find them.
We could help you find them, but we need this tree bark. It's the only way to prove that the priests lied.
In that case, take the tree bark. I hope that it will help you to chase these Renaigse away, Donegad. And I did not think I would say this one day. But thank you, Renaigse.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Isolde.
Sounds good to me. Can't wait to show her.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Isolde, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Siora? No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies. You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village. So they lied. They mocked us and insulted the memory of our mother. I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
100%.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter, Your Excellency.
Good. Don't forget it. Good. -1 with Teleme. I'm happy about that.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir.
It's so weird that I know they're sisters, but they use the same voice actress for both of them. And it's weird whenever they're talking to each other, because it just sounds like she's talking to herself. But you know what? I'm happy about that outcome. Fuck Teleme. So cool, now what? Did we finish Siora's quest? That was fast. That was a very short Siora quest.
Karans, do you need something?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
I think I understand. Your island, your culture, and your faith are so closely tied that you cannot renounce one without renouncing the others.
Exactly. The earth talks to us because we believe in it, in its spirits. Without these beliefs, we would be but empty shells. Our mother would never have wanted that for us. I am happy to see that you understand us so well. Anything else?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
What kind of child were you?
I suppose I was very curious and studious. I loved when our father taught me the name of some plants and how they could be used.
Then you haven't changed. Isn't it out of the same curiosity that you chose to follow me?
At first, perhaps. But the more I know you, the more I find other reasons to stay with you. Anything else?
Oh. I like the sound of that.
I must leave you. See you later.
I think we're making progress, guys. We're making progress on the Siora love boat. I can talk, okay? Shut up. Yeah, I am satisfied. In every way possible. I am happy with how that turned out. I'm happy we got to help Siora, and I'm happy we got to progress Siora's love interest. So now let's go talk to Constantin. See what this is all about with these having to find all the new leaders of the camps. Of all the natives, all the native leaders. We gotta summon Vigigida. Or not Vigigida, we gotta summon Enonomia Frictimen. So many words in the native language. Oh, cousin, we have news for you. Please tell me you're still alive, and that you haven't died yet of the Malachor. Your Malachor progressed really quickly.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then, all of a sudden, one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
Thank you, Lady Mirange.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
Yeah, you're a bit far away, aren't you?
Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? Well, what could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into again?
I am sorry, milady, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, milady.
Alright. Interesting. That's an interesting turn of events. I bet you the Donegad had him do some kind of ritual that might help his cure his affliction. Either that, or it might be like final burial rites. Before he dies, he wants to see the countryside. I don't know. There's many possibilities of what it could be. There's only one way to find out, though. Deirdre, Ulan, or Dunkus? I feel like Dunkus is probably the best option. Because he's made peace with the Renaigse, and he's been really respectful to us. Deirdre is wanting to go to war, and Ulan is full-on only, like, for himself. Yeah, he's made peace with the people from the continent. But Dunkus, I feel like, is an honorable man. So let's go with Dunkus. He knows a lot about his people, and he seems like an honorable man. So let's go with him. And he hasn't betrayed us like Ulan has. I will never forget that betrayal, Ulan. Just because you're the leader of a clan doesn't mean it excuses you and your clan from the wrath of me.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I was told you were among the last to have seen him.
I do not know if that is true. Others most certainly crossed this path after me. But since you have helped our island, it is only right that I help you in return. The last time I saw him, we were in Dorhat Genedu. He wanted us to help him decide what we should do about you. You, the Renaigse. Dedra and Bladnid wanted us to spill blood and chase you from our lands.
Told you.
Ulan's words were all honey, as is his talent, and wanted us to welcome you with open arms. I attempted, as is my wont, to follow the path of wisdom, that which winds between the others.
Yes.
Finbar was not convinced by any of us. He decided to turn to a far greater source of wisdom. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see Anon Frictimen.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. The Great Mind must have guided his footsteps in a direction beyond our understanding. But he would not have abandoned his people without first seeing his own one last time. You should go to Wenshavar. Maybe there they would know where you could find him.
Thank you, Dunkas.
I like you, Tonkus. You're a good man. You walk the middle path, and that's what I like. So I knew Deidre was all up in arms against the Renaigse, and I knew Ulan was all privy of getting close to the Renaigse to benefit himself. Oh yeah, we need to search for Constantin. I feel like that's first priority. Don't you dare die on me, Constantin. Don't you dare die. Alright, where are we going to? This way? Cool.
Bit of poison on my blade.
This is the camp that Constantin's escort must have established.
Someone or something attacked and tore everything to shreds. This seems all too familiar.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Donegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here.
Yes, this is very similar to Afra, how we met her.
The tents are lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantin or Katasak. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
That's it.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantin were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies. And without a doubt, there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Yeah. There's a lot here.
A crater. Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantin nor Katasak are amongst them. This blade is a native ritual knife. And this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantin's symptoms? Constantin and Katasak must have been visiting this place, perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight, but a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Alright, moving on then, I suppose.
More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
Constantine's gonna die, isn't he? It's gonna be too late to save him.
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
And let's go! Watch out! Grenade!
That's cool. We had an entire firing line, and we all hit different monsters, so they all just stopped in their tracks. That was a cool thing.
More signs of an explosion. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
It's the Bridge Alliance.
These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
It's gotta be something big, right?
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from?
These are Ptolemy soldiers.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
That is a very good question. Still searching. What more is there to search for? Okay, seriously, what am I searching for? Follow the tracks?
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here.
Alright. Now we can move on.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantin or Katasak.
Poison on my blade. And let's go! Take a potion if you want to have more.
Cool. The investigation continues.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers.
As I'm just standing on
Could
them.
they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack? That makes no sense.
Maybe the Bridge Alliance is no longer our allies. What is this? That's an Adaig right there. There's no doubt about that. Oh, we're still searching the area.
recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantin. What have you gotten yourself into again? These vials look familiar. Katasak used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantin and Katasak definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You are thinking of
I don't know.
Katasak. Frankly, I doubt that the healer could have transformed himself into an avenging monster. I admit that the attack of these animals is suspicious, but that he had any part of it.
I know. I'm not able to convince myself either. But which other Donegad could have attacked?
No colonist understands how to control the fauna of this island. Whereas for the native wise men...
You believe that Katasak could have orchestrated this attack?
Who else? You know all too well that with your cousin a hostage, you would be obliged to see to the demands of the natives.
He would then have only accepted to treat him in order to gain his trust. I don't know.
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasak.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer.
I know.
He brought comfort to your cousin.
Like, he worked
Perhaps
hard
he
to
only did
bring
it
comfort to our
gain
cousin.
Trust. With Constantin captive, he can now apply leverage to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. Regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. Perhaps we could return to Wenxavier in order to learn more. Katasak may have returned there. His Voglendyke might be able to tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit their outpost. Their soldiers participated in the combat. Or at least the end of it. They must have some stories to tell us.
And the our guards, who have proven their loyalty as constant as the ocean. Their presence here might not have been simply coincidental. Or they might have just taken advantage of a fortunate situation.
I must admit, the possibility did cross my mind.
And you think that they would have taken Constantin? Is that possible? Maybe he was in need of treatment. But if you suspect them to have participated in the combat to capture him, I think you're wasting your time. I know the captain of that outpost. A pessimistic man who would never order an attack without being absolutely certain of total victory without losses.
Perhaps. Unless he was simply obeying orders. It does belong to the Coin Guard, after all.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasak is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That is true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantin is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Huh. That is very interesting. I'm betting the Bridge Alliance found a potion that can make the animals much more aggressive. And they were throwing them in bomb form to spread the disease to the people near. Because I agree, I think the Donegad that was helping Constantine was actually genuinely helping Constantine, because we helped him. See, let's go and investigate the Alliance outpost. Bridge Alliance, what have you guys gotten yourself into?
Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Oh yeah, now we can finish exploring the area because now the area is open. It's no longer blocked. I hope. It's like it's been a while since we've been to a new area.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
De Sardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, milady?
I am looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
Yeah.
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything?
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
He is.
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
Her Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
Her Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know.
Yay, thank you, Afra.
One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor. Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I am sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
You're too attached.
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? I thought that your cousin's life hung in the balance. This boy will not survive long if someone doesn't help him. Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Right. Contract missing scouts. One of our scouts did not return from a surveillance mission in the forest, north of the region. He was attempting to locate a rebel native camp. The scout comes from a good family. They offer a reward for any information that could help them find him. Alright, might be able to do that. Travelers beware. Bandits have been spotted roaming around the water source to the west. Their camp is certainly in the vicinity, so we advise you to stay clear of this region. But unless you are heavily armed. Whoever can neutralize this threat shall be rewarded. Alright, those two are easy.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
He already
What are
died?
you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Yay! That's always a good thing. Well, unless that person's a piece of shit, then maybe not. Alright. Laced drink. Sleeping potion. Metal dowels. New cog. Potion of the demonic ritual. Vindal's antidote. Softened potion against burns. Here we are. Got your potion, lady. Now let us talk to him.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Wake up, man. We gotta talk to you. Fine. Where's the bed at? Actually, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been the lovely Miss Scarlet Fox. Please be sure to like the video, comment on the comments, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!